I made this video to give a basic understanding of what are standardized psychological tests and where are they used. Usually you must have come across some test on social media like Facebook or Google where their test on personality, are you introvert or extrovert, what is your career interest, or sometimes do you have depression. It is good to use them for fun, but sometimes these tests can really influence us to see ourselves in a particular way. For example, if you're feeling very sad and not okay since 1 or 2 months and you take an online test, you fill in all the responses and the test results indicate that you're suffering from depression or mania. The test is making you believe that you are suffering from a disorder, though it might not be true. Maybe a situation has made you sad and you're not able to cope up, but the test results can sometimes influence you to see yourself in a particular way. So it is important to understand that these free online tests are what we call non-standardized tests. In simple terms, they are not made with the help of research and it is not published in some credible source. A standardized psychological test, on the other hand, is made with help of research and it is usually published in some journal. And a psychological test can measure any kind of construct related to human behavior like personality, intelligence, aptitude, interest, depression, anxiety, happiness. The list is endless, so it can be any kind of human behavior. Like you might have seen in movie Dear Zindagi, where psychologist Shah Rukh Khan shows a picture and asks Alia Bhatt to tell what she sees. So there are many kind of psychological tests. One kind is standardized psychological test. They are usually not available for free of cost, but once you go to a psychologist, then he or she can guide you and give an idea of what test is required. They can do the test on you, they can provide you with further counseling, and they can help you with the problem. For example, to measure personality, one standardized test is Eysenck personality questionnaire. So the personality test that we use on social media for free might not give you a very credible information on what kind of personality you have, but this standardized test can give you some kind of credible and reliable information about your personality. Where are psychological tests used is one of the major questions. They can be used in various companies, like test of aptitude are used before selecting people for interview. They can be used for career counseling to give clarity on what kind of career can suit one's personality, interest or aptitude, and they can also be used in clinical settings where a person can approach a psychologist if he or she is having an issue related to mental health. Like if you're not feeling okay since few months and you're trying to cope up but you're not able to, so clinical psychologist can help you, and he or she usually uses a psychological test along with counseling. But what does it exactly mean when I say standardized test, or when we say standardized test? A standardized test is made up of the word standard. It is a kind of test designed in a way that the questions, the way it should be administered on people, the way it should be scored and interpreted is already predetermined. It is made by a psychometrician, or we can say a researcher, and it is usually published somewhere. For example, let's say there's a standardized test on personality. Now this test, whether a person takes it in USA or Australia or in India, the test would have same questions and it would be scored and interpreted in the same manner. But there are also some limitations of standardized tests. A standardized test can give you a basic idea of who you are. They are good, credible sources of providing some information, but you know yourself much more than any test. A test can give you an idea, a direction, and some clarity of thought, but at the end, it cannot tell everything about you. There are different tests used in different situations, and a psychologist can use appropriate tests on you, provide you with credible information, and he or she can also help you further. There's also a link that I'll be sharing with the video and you can see various kinds of psychological tests, their demos, and and the number of tests present in that link. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, then click on the like button and do leave your comments and suggestions. I would really love to read them. Subscribe to my channel for more videos related to psychology.